So about a year ago, after messing around with the Red and Blue Virtual Console for a while, I somehow ended up with Charizard M. Now, Charizard M is a very special glitch Pokemon that lets you pull off some pretty crazy stuff, and I want to try to figure out how to get it again. Well, now we have two of them, I guess. Let's just go and do that. So I want to try a couple of different processes to see if I can replicate this, kind of figure out what triggers the Charizard M glitch. Now I believe that this should just be a straight up Ditto. Okay, so yeah, this is what happens when you like capture Missing No and M and stuff like that. So right now I have pretty much like the default name that everyone gives their character in Red and Blue when they're growing up as a kid. So I named my character Ash. And what that does is it's the specific letters and kind of like the stuff that gives you access to M. So with this, I'm going to go and throw M into my PC. I'm going to see if it will transfer, because one thing that seemed like caused me to receive Charizard M is that by activating the Poke Transporter and then having a glitch Pokemon, the Poke Transporter says, nah, this glitch Pokemon cannot go into the game, so like pulls it out and then takes it back. And what it seems like this does is that it replicates a trade. And maybe because it needs to be compatible with Pokemon Yellow version as well, it also seems to replicate the trade as well, because the only other known method of getting Charizard M, or there's like a couple of different methods for receiving it, but they're very tedious and kind of annoying because you need to trade a Pokemon called Q, I believe. So what you need to do is Trainer Fly Glitch to obtain a specific glitch Pokemon to trade with Yellow, and then that is how Charizard M is born, by trading around glitch Pokemon and stuff. Also, I didn't need to reset the game, I needed to go straight to Poke Transporter. But it looks like with this, we're able to simulate that process with just an M, and then obtain Pokemon, and then obtain Charizard M that way. So my Poke Transport and stuff looks a little weird right now because I have some screen layering to make the Pokemon Red and Blue Virtual Console look really nice. So we're just gonna like go through this. I'm gonna fail the transporter and just kind of see what happens. So I also wanted to go through a couple of different testing methods as well. Right now, the only Pokemon in box 1 is M. So Pokemon sent, yeah. So it looks like no Pokemon found a transfer. Please put Pokemon in box 1 and then try again. So pretty much there was the glitch Pokemon which didn't register, so it didn't even attempt to add any Pokemon. Now when I received Charizard M, I remember having other Pokemon in the box. So maybe all the Pokemon have to be pulled out for Charizard M to happen, or maybe if Charizard M's the only one, the glitch can still activate. So that was the first thing I wanted to test. Alright, so M is still in the box, and it looks to just be a regular M, so let's go and deposit a normal Pokemon. So let's get Gyarados in there. And now there's like different ways of testing, you know. Does the Pokemon have to be above M? Does the Pokemon have to be below M? I think what might happen is, if Gyarados gets pulled out, that's going to put M down. And by doing that, since M also registers as a glitch Pokemon, it might underflow into the cancel button, and then that's kind of what Charizard M does. It disguises itself as the cancel button and then lets you do some like crazy overflow stuff. But as you can see, my cancel button is working, so let's go and try again. And it looks like Gyarados is eligible for transfer. So the Gyarados is going to transfer, and now we're going to see what effect that has on the M, and then there's different ways that we can go about testing this, how many Pokemon we need, what order, we'll see where it goes. Okay, so now I'm going to attempt the kitchen sink method because I realized I have messed up. That once you deposit M, if you try to grab it, the game will freeze. So because of that, I decided we caught another M, we got a lot of other Pokemon that are going to work as well. So let's just go and try to stack this appropriately. So we have a level 80 Ditto that was caught after the M, so we're going to see if that's going to transfer. We have the level 0 Ditto, which then became a level 1 Ditto upon pulling it out, and then we have a legit Spearow. So now we have like result of all kinds of glitch Pokemon stuff, and then at the bottom of this, we're going to have another M. Now I don't know if it's the level 80 M that does this, maybe the level 0 M. I just decided to do a lot of stuff, and now we're going to see if this works and actually creates a Charizard M, because now we have a mixture of glitch, legit, and legit glitch Pokemon. Like, it's going to be interesting to see if those Ditto make it through, because I've done this before. I don't remember, like, quite what makes it through. So that's going to be something pretty interesting. Also, before we Poke Transport again, we're going to have to activate the Pokemon Bank and then get all the Pokemon transferred properly. So that's going to be something else. Okay, so there's a lot of interesting stuff going on right now. First off, I screwed up because this is my Gyarados that I have for doing the Ditto glitch, that if a Ditto transforms twice, and that means that Ditto can actually become shiny because it copies the IVs of the Pokemon, and this is the red Gyarados, which retains its shiny IVs from Gen 2 and Gen 1 transfer. I've done videos on it. It's a pretty well-known glitch, but now look at this. So one thing I discovered back when I was doing the initial transfers for the Pokemon Virtual Console is that the names will actually slide down. So what happens is, if you try to transfer a glitch Pokemon, its name will hang, but the Pokemon won't go through, and then the name will actually be pushed down. So now, instead of having Gyarados, we have effectively Gyarados M as the name, the Pokemon Bank. Also, since this is like the shiny Gyarados, I'm going to just go and drop that bad boy. With all my other shinies, I have in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So yeah, if we go to my Pokemon Moon version, which is where I did the initial transfer for the Virtual Console, we have a Nidoran female, or Machop named Nidoran female, and then we have a Nidoran female named Mewtwo, and a Snorlax named Hypno. Also, there's a couple of other Pokemon. We have a Muck. We have a Ditto. So yeah, like that's one of the name things that happens sometimes. So it's not really like a necessary glitch, but it is weird, and it does show a sign that a glitch Pokemon attempted to transfer. I just don't know the reasoning behind the name stuff. Now let's go back to our blue version to see if we actually achieve Charizard M. Alright, so the Spearow and one of the glitch Ditto ended up making it through. I wonder, another thing is, like, what happens if you don't transfer? Does that have a chance of setting it off? So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to transfer. So it looks like it scanned the box, it was attempting to transfer, and then didn't. So if I don't transfer, does that have an effect? And I'm going to see if the same thing or a different thing happens from transferring, because that could be another interesting thing. If we don't even need to transfer, but then we can also still obtain Charizard M in that way. I don't know. I honestly don't know, like, the full mechanics behind Charizard M. And when Googling it and looking up the methods, it's known, but there's not a lot. Like, even the Bulbapedia page has, like, insufficient information on how the actual glitch for Charizard M works, which is kind of strange. So now let's go back to the PC and see if we got some strangeness going on right here. So, nah, everything looks about right. And like I can show you guys right now, if we try to withdraw. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure it out. So I guess it's only if you withdraw the level 0 M that things start to freeze. See, I did it now. It doesn't work at all. Okay. Because I deposited the level 0 Ditto, and I was able to pull that one out. And I've heard that, like, depositing level 0 Pokemon can screw up the game. But glitches be weird, man. Alright, and there it is, guys. Oh, okay. So, I'm wondering if that means that as long as there's a legitimate Pokemon, an M, and then, like, I don't know exactly how it worked, guys, but I was able to replicate it because I can withdraw the cancel button now, which is effectively how Charizard M likes to roll. And that's when I did my video, like, guys, I pulled some shenanigans, and it looks like each M became a Charizard M through this method, which means that right down here should be the legit cancel button. Okay, good to know. So now we actually have what, oh wait, it's weird. Yeah, so there we go. There's the Charizard sprite. We have Charizard M. And now I'm just going to go on to the Bulbapedia article to show you guys what Charizard M is about. So it's kind of like this strange, infamous glitch Pokemon that, like, what I did in the video, people were freaking out, like, whoa, how'd you discover a new method for getting Charizard M? And then when I went on to the Bulbapedia article to see, like, the legit method, or to see if there's any updated way of how to obtain it with the Virtual Console, I couldn't really find anything. It's used in the merge glitch, it's used for all of these other glitches, but that's kind of it, you know, it just talks about when it's in the party, how it acts. All of the other Pokemon below it will be invisible, because it is treated as the cancel button. Party will then be unable to be healed at any Pokemon Center, and they can only be healed via items. So that's another interesting thing, is that the Pokemon below Charizard M, they won't be able to be healed in the Pokemon Center, but if they're above it, they're actually free to be healed. And that's why you actually have to use Revive on Charizard M, because it's the cancel button. It's not going to be affected by anything else except for items. It does have its own stats. It's still a fire flying Pokemon, so it's going to be affected as such. And then it gets some pretty crazy moves as well. So this is why it's used in the Pokemon Merge glitch, and this is why you can try to use it to get Pokemon to have moves that they don't normally know. We're going to be testing out on Virtual Console. We're going to see how that goes with the transfer, and then just kind of like scrolling around, I couldn't find anything else, you know? It has trivia, but no real method of obtaining it. So that's how you can do it in the Virtual Console, and we're just going to wrap up this video now. So I don't really know what to do from this point, but I want to see if I can do it again, and it looks like we did. Also, guys, It looks like this was the M that was level 0, thus being level 1 when pulled out, and since it's no longer M and it's Charizard M, it doesn't crash the game when I open it out. So that's some fun stuff, and being this, it actually knows no moves. Actually, I think it knows the move PP, or it has a 0 move that has 0 PP. So I kind of want to go and use that and probably like crash my game or something. There's probably people that are screaming don't. And by doing some weird things, like we can do is you can switch Charizard M, and then that causes like some glitchiness to happen, and you can, then that's where the Mew hides. So effectively, it does a lot of things by like hiding Pokemon, and you can do that to perform some of the glitches and stuff, and then Mew can pop back out, and now there's a little bit of sprite artifacting that goes away when you cancel out. Okay. So that's effectively what's going on right there, that it becomes like just the pseudo cancel, or the pseudo button. I'm gonna save. But I don't know, like, I think, like, it just straight up wipes your save file if you use an invalid move. So we're gonna see if this is one of those, like, crazy glitch moves that all the kids are talking about these days. Actually, it doesn't look like I get to test that one out because Charizard M is fainted. Like, it's a 0 hit point Pokemon. Alright, we revitalized it. That didn't immediately break my game. And now we get to go and see if it has access to a glitch move. Now, after pondering about this for a couple seconds, I want to have, like, fun glitching with Charizard M before I actually attempt that move. So, in the comment section, if you're aware of, like, the initial moves that Charizard M gets at what levels and stuff, if this is actually a super glitch move, please inform me, because I'm just going to see if it's, like, if it registers a valid move, and also what happens in this situation where I have Charizard M up front, so it can actually fight. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it has 0 moves. I was gonna fight to see if there was anything that registered, and then that faints it, and now I can go into Mew, and then Mew's gonna be just fine. So there we go, guys. That is, I guess, how you obtain Charizard M in the Red-Blue Virtual Console. Expect some other fun things that you can do with Charizard M as well in the future. So you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.